Hydrometeorological Service within the Ministry of Agriculture is the sole custodian of all water resources in Guyana. This is in accordance with Chapter 3001, Part 3 of the Water and Sewerage Act of 2002. Currently, the Hydrometeorological Service is in the process of registering all boreholes in Guyana. A borehole is defined as a shallow or deep and narrow hole made in the ground that provides an access point for abstraction and use of groundwater. It is also classified as an access point for measuring groundwater levels and permits the procurement of groundwater sampling for quality testing. Please note that this does not include exploratory boreholes, that is, where a small diameter core hole is required to ascertain lithology or to explore for groundwater. The Hydrometeorological Service is conducting its registration process with a grace period that expires on July 31. This is to ensure all stakeholders are in compliance with regulations by having their wells registered. This process is also required to allow hydrometeorological services to conduct its function in establishing a national database, which includes Hydrological Information System, Water Resource Quality Information System, Groundwater Information System, and a Register of Water Use Authorizations. This information is important for the protection, sustainable use, and management of Guyana's groundwater resources. In the case of the installation of a new well, the applicant requires 1. A license to abstract and use groundwater, and 2. A permit to drill the proposed well from the Hydrometeorological Service. It should be noted that it is required by all new applicants to complete a well's construction completion report, and this shall be submitted to Hydromet after the completion of the well. To apply for a permit to drill a well, the following are required from the applicant. Application form for a permit to drill a well, Form C, completed in duplicate. This can be found online at the Hydromet website. The applicant should obtain a permit from the Environmental Protection Agency prior to this application. In this regard, the applicant is required to furnish the EPA with all requirements outlined by that agency. The applicant also requires a letter from the Guyana Water Inc. stating their inability to supply the water demand. A copy of this letter should also be submitted along with this application. In addition, 2 copies of the site map at a scale no less than 1 in 25,000 should be submitted. Proof of ownership or right to access the property on which the water source is located. The applicant